1-point lead. A great finish by the Rockets to hold them off, to win game one and get home court.
It's Kobe Bryant over Battier, and Kobe hits his first shot.
I talked to Kobe before the game. He said, you know, I've heard all this stuff between the games. He said, all I know is I hit 10 of my last 19 shots. I'm coming out tonight and on fire.
Now hits his first shot, as did Kobe over Battier. Kobe Bryant has started 2 of 2.
Kobe the other night, he took 31 shots to get 32 points, about 1 point per shot. And that's what Shane Battier's goal is tonight. Already 4 points on 2 shots.
Bryant by Yao. So Kobe has shot a couple from outside, slashing inside. That's the variety his game possesses. Lakers have started 7-9. Battier watches Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant has started this game 4-5 with 8 points in the opening 5 minutes of this game.
I told you, he told me before the game he was coming out on fire. He's a man of his word. He's hit three long jump shots, a layup, 4 of 5. More importantly, all the guys are involved. They're much more active. You see Shane trying to get a hand in his face. On that one, he misses. This one just steps back, hand in the face and all, knocks down the jump shot. The great concentration, shaking his head, said, not tonight. Lakers on a 6-0 run. They lead by 8. Much different team than we saw in game one.
Riches the deficit for the Rockets to start. Screen by Gasol. This is over both Yao and Battier. Kobe Bryant has got 10.
It's critical for him to take care of that ball.
Brooks with a 3. Fisher let him fire. Quick releasing Fisher the other way. Over Brooks for 2. And Derek Fisher has started 2 of 2. Scola doubled. May have been deflected by Pau Gasol. And here comes Kobe Bryant, 5 of 6. Battier meets him. A 3. Oh my gosh. We are seeing a special beginning for Kobe Bryant with 13 points in the first 8 minutes of this game.
Now watch Shane Battier's hand. Look at his hand go right in the face of Kobe Bryant. I don't know if we could even see the rim. He's shaking his head. Obviously, he's getting a good look at it. And the Rockets right now are shaking their heads. Look at this right now. Look at Shane Battier. Gets a hand right in the face of Kobe Bryant. You talk about concentration, knocking shots down, and the Lakers are on a roll.
71% shooting for the Los Angeles Lakers. Hayes picks up on the switch on the rotation. Kobe Bryant, who hits the jump shot. Kobe Bryant has just registered a 15-point first quarter, completely controlling the game. And that is a gigantic Los Angeles Laker lead. 14-point advantage at the end of one on TNT. Here comes Kobe the other way, and Von Wafer is on him. The third different defender on Kobe tonight. Kobe Bryant has got a game-high 17.
In a carjacking, and was able to come back after about 3 weeks. Very fortunate that was not really seriously injured. Here's Shannon Brown, who is now 7 of 10 from the behind the arc in the playoffs.
Rebound by Odom, his 5th. Kobe against Battier again. Gasol over Hayes. Pau Gasol, one of Doug's keys tonight. 15 points in 15 minutes. You thought the start of both Odom and Gasol important. Well, Gasol is holding up his end of the bargain. Walton gets off to Kobe. This is over Battier for 3. Kobe Bryant has put in 20 first-half points. Here comes Brooks following the lead of Landry. A 3 at the buzzer will not go. And that ties the game. Kobe's triple ties the game at 57. Battier quickly on Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, 10 of 16. And a game-high 22 points for the LA Lakers. Bryant tries on Shane Battier, who draws the foul as Kobe looks over at Doug Collins and said, this guy cannot guard me. He's 11 of 17 is Kobe Bryant with a game-high 24 right now, and much more focused, and obviously shaking the effects of the sore throat from the other night.
Well,
game one.
You're going to watch this here. Shane gets that hand once again. This time he gets him with the body. He looks over me. He is
What'd you say to him that got him so irritated?
Don't say that to me.
Come on,
no, so now you want the Rockets fans mad at me? I didn't say anything to him. He said it to me. He said he's going to be on fire tonight.
Well, Brian, that's what he said. He talked to you before the game.
I didn't give him any pep talk.
3 on 3. Rockets get back well on defense. Here's Battier bumping into Kobe. 1. Kobe Bryant is putting on a show. 26 points in 25 minutes. A spectacular display, and the Lakers back up by 7 points.
Well, Kobe has thrown out the life jacket. He's thrown out the dinghy. He said, everybody get on board here. I'm not going to let us get overtaken by this Rocket team. I mean, he's hitting incredible shots. Shane Battier, all he can do is put a hand in his face. Kobe is the quicker athlete. When he gets to his spot, you can only hope he doesn't make those shots. Tonight, that is not the case. 12 of 19 for 26 points.
In this series, the third game overall. Here's a runner on the wing. And that goes in, Doug, and Kobe's got 28.
Yeah, but again, with all this activity, the Lakers are still only up 8. And the Lakers have got to keep finding a way to get others involved. That time it's going to be Kobe on the drive. But they cannot stand around and watch Kobe play. He's got to be the guy that has enough energy in that fourth quarter. If this Rocket team makes another push at them, then he can carry them. And you see these two guys, what they have done. Kobe Bryant already with 21 field goal attempts in the game. He had 31 in game 2. But, you know, Kevin, I said a while ago, I said, you know, he's sort of trying to give his team that feeling that I'm not going to let you lose tonight. What it reminds me of is what we talked about in that Boston-Chicago series, game 3, when Paul Pierce came out, hit his first 6 shots, had 13 in the first quarter, and the Celtics won that game and recaptured home court. You look to your best player when you're in trouble. Like if he's playing well, you get a feeling of security. If he's struggling, it filters down to everybody else. But Kobe working hard against 2-3 defenders. As Shane Battier grabbed his jersey, and I mean, Kobe is frenetically working against this defense. He's spending up a ton of energy. And the Lakers from 3 tonight are 5 of 14. Remember, in game 1, they were 2 of 18. Well, the goal for the Rockets is keep him out of the paint, keep him off the line, try to make shots under duress.
Walton's got 4 in 13 minutes. Battier finds Yao. Will they double with Walton? Over Gasol. Loose ball. That is on the Houston Rockets.
It'll be on Ron Artest against Kobe Bryant. He's going to be very careful that he does not get a technical. He said that he's going to go over here. He's talking to Kobe.
Wow. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
He went right over to Bryant. Did Ron Artest.
Remember now, the last time they did this, Kobe scored 18 points about the last 4.5 minutes of the game. Ron Artest has gotten very, very upset. I think they have thrown Ron Artest out of the game. Ron Artest said Kobe hit him in his throat. Wow, this series is getting chippy to say the least. Artest now out of the game. He's got to make sure he leaves and goes to the locker room in a timely fashion so he does not get anything added to this penalty.
Well, let's go back to March 11th. Kobe Bryant scored 37 points in a Laker win in Houston. 18 of Bryant's points came in the final 4:13 of the game, despite some physical play from Ron Artest. Both were SSTs in the fourth quarter after they began jawing at each other. So there is history.
See what happens here. Let's see underneath the basket. Oh, it looked like Kobe got him with the right elbow up underneath in his throat. That's what made Ron Artest so unhappy. Now he goes over and says something to Kobe. Kobe says, get out of here. And Joey Crawford getting in there quickly. Very smart to do.
Landry for Artest. Kobe is 4 of 5 at the free throw line tonight. 33rd. One of his text in Reggie's BlackBerry mailbag. Kobe over Battier. And Kobe Bryant has got a game-high 35.
It's going to be a technical on Kobe for taunting Shane Battier, saying you cannot guard me. So I'm telling you, the whistles right now are going to be blown. Watch Kobe as he knocks this shot down. He runs down the floor. And he's saying something, you can't guard me, and Joey Crawford was right there. He stops it. You see Shane with a little sheepish smile on his face. And
shot clock at 9. That was a deflected pass. Kobe Bryant with Brooks on his tail. And Shane pushes him. Battier just pushed Kobe Bryant, who just put in his 37th point.
Story of the game, turnovers. feeding the Laker fast break. This is 19 fast break points now for the Lakers. So many of them off turnovers. Yao Ming, a careless one-hand pass off the dribble that was deflected. See Kobe Bryant stepping through the defender, looking over his shoulder. Chance for a three-point play, give Kobe 38 points. It will be 20 fast break points for the Lakers after having only 10 in the first game. So you can see the speed game of the Lakers, if they go on to win, will be the difference. They had 7 in the fourth quarter the other night and played through it.
Good point. Battier watching Kobe. Scooping, driving, and putting it in! How in the world did he do that?
He passed to himself off the backboard. That was a planned play, Kevin. I've seen him do that a lot.
He's got 40.
Just is so hungry to get that ball back. Talk about a smart player. Not only is he a brilliant player, but he's a brilliant mind for this game. Big play, and you see Kobe said, I'm not letting us lose tonight.
So this series will be tied at 1-1. Going back to Houston for games 3 and 4. The Lakers had to win tonight. This would have been tough going back down 2 games to Houston.
Absolutely, and Luke Walton happy to be back out on the floor. And he's a big part of this Lakers second unit. Farmar had some good minutes tonight. The man of the hour, 40 points for Kobe Bryant is with our Craig Sager. Sags?
Well, thanks, Doug. Kobe, you said before the game you're going to be on fire, but there are flaring tempers and heated exchanges all over the place. How severely are you being tested by this Houston Rockets team?
It's the playoffs. You know, this is what it's about.
Ron Artest, obviously a very tough defender. At one point, he was ejected. He claimed that you threw an elbow to him. What happened in that exchange?
Yeah, we're playing basketball. There's a lot of contact that takes place. And, you know, if you're going to be physical, you got to expect players to be physical back.
One of the physical plays, Derek Fisher, ran into Luis Scola. He was ejected with a flagrant 2. We know Fish is a tough guy, but was that a cheap shot and you worried he may be suspended for game 3?
No, I didn't see it. To be honest with you, I didn't see it, so I don't know.
You talked a little bit about cakewalking throughout the series. You wanted to be tested. Is this what you wanted? And at what point in this game did you say, hey, I'm not going to let my team lose tonight?
Right from the opening tip, wanted to be aggressive, you know, get after it a little bit. You know, we're being tested, so, you know, this is when it's the most fun, to be honest with you. And we're looking forward to going up there.
One thing, you're no longer the MVP. LeBron James got that award last night. How did you feel about him winning and you coming in second?
You know what? I'm very happy for him, to be honest with you. You know, he's put in a lot of work, and he's very well deserving of it.
Well, you're the MVP tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.